The following video was produced way before the storm, the hurricane, hit our mountains. And so what you will see is before Helene hit our region, and then at the end you'll see what it all looks like after the hurricane. So stay tuned. Today we are all about a typical day in a life of a typical West Asheville resident. So in this video I'm gonna tell you where people who live in West Asheville, and not only in West Asheville, go to the most typical but not the most ordinary place to go eat, because West Asheville is all about extraordinary dining experiences, as well as what it looks like to live here and walk to all these great places to eat, coffee shops, all that good stuff. To me, the whole point of living in the West Asheville is to be able to walk to places like Sunny Point Cafe. It is a very typical but not ordinary place where locals and tourists like to go grab delicious breakfast and lunch. Welcome back to Original Living in Asheville channel. It is so good to see you back. This is ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕟𝕼 with ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟 Realty, powered by eXp Realty here in Asheville, North Carolina. If you need help relocating, our team and I do just that all day, every day. Our contact information is down in the description. But today we're going to start at Sunny Point Cafe, where they have one of the best breakfasts in town. One thing to know is that if you're not, and locals know about it, especially on the weekend, if you're not here first, you last. We came here at 8:30. We got the table without any wait. But I guarantee you, just a little later, and you're gonna have to stand in line. Great thing about it is that there's this little courtyard, little place to hang out, sit, relax, have your coffee while you're waiting, or you also can go and check out their amazing garden. Look, feels like an oasis in the middle of West Asheville. This is one of the places where locals go to grab breakfast, meet friends, meet people, and go for lunch. So let's go. So my favorite thing here, or one of my favorite things here in Sunny Point, is shrimp and grits. Listen, when in South, you gotta have shrimp and grits. And I was very skeptical about this dish, because I'm just not used to it. We did not grow up with shrimp and grits back in Russia. But this is amazing. It's everything about it. It's trouble. I also love ℂ𝕑𝕉. So I alternate. When you come to Sunny Point, come early. Come during the week. If you come in on the weekend, come early. Shrimp and grits, ℂ𝕑𝕉, and a bunch of other amazing things that they serve here. Oh. See you in a little bit. While I'm picking out my shrimp and grits out of my teeth, I'm gonna let you go and check out this garden that I mentioned that Sunny Point has in the back here. It's truly an oasis. And you know, Asheville is all about living off land, growing your own produce, even restaurants. This is what it's all about. You know, look, they use it in their kitchen every day. And just a warning. And so we're just gonna walk to the first house that I wanted to show you, the typical West Asheville house, just like a typical West Asheville resident would do. They would walk. No cars, we'll just walk. It's like half a mile from here. We'll take 7 minutes. Let's go. So I know Asheville has a huge car culture, but if you live in the West Asheville, you don't have to use your car a lot. And that's what a lot of people do. They walk. They don't use a car to go, to a cafe, to a restaurant, to a coffee shop. They just walk. And you have plenty of sidewalks. Sometimes they look like this. Most of the time they're fine. And somebody recently asked me my opinion about West Asheville. And they said that they heard just kind of mixed reviews and mixed opinions about it. Anything from funky and having a great, artistic vibe to kind of run down. Well, I mean, I guess a little bit of both. To some people, they kind of choose to see more, funkiness and artistic and unique and, all that kind of cool stuff. And then you can also choose to look and notice more rundown stuff. And it's everywhere. Look at this house. It's kind of sort of falling apart. And it's right next to, some nicer houses. This would be I wouldn't say a typical house, but you see this in West Asheville, in the West Asheville. We're going to look at the most typical houses that are for sale in West Asheville that are kind of older bungalow-style homes. That's what you typically see for sale or just when you walk the streets. And of course, there's a ton of not-so-typical homes, like brand-new houses that are just kind of very modern-looking, but they also fit in just fine right here in West Asheville. Of course, it's not uncommon when you walk the streets of West Asheville to see people who live on the streets, literally. Like it or hate it, that's the reality, okay? Definitely not your typical home in West Asheville, but we start seeing more and more of these little pockets of places where you see one or two houses like that, so that's an option too. First house we're looking at is located literally a minute walk, maybe less, from Haywood Road, from the grocery store, Bodywalla restaurant that is famous in Asheville. This home is right here. Typical West Asheville home. Look how cute it is. Bungalow style, very cute, and it even has its own driveway. So I guess that would not be typical. I'll take it back, because a lot of houses don't have driveways, a lot of houses don't have garages. There's nowhere to park. As you can see, a lot of people just park on the street. This one has a driveway. That's a big bonus. All right, let's go. If you like 1920s houses, you will probably love this cute little house. It's like from the book, from just fairy tale book. Nice little garden here, porch where you can sit. Let's go inside. And what I love about some of these older houses is some of the original features. Like this one has these nice wood floors, and full disclaimer, floors in houses like this that are 100 years old or so will not be even. So don't freak out. This it's full of character. It's not your typical open floor plan, because back in the day they didn't care about open floor plans, but it flows nicely from the living room into this, right now used as an office. That was probably, I can imagine it was something else back in the day, and then goes on. You can do whatever you want, right? They use it as a little office, looks like it, but it can be a bedroom, plenty of natural light. I love the flooring here in the bathroom. The bathroom's been updated, and that's important I know a lot of people who are looking at these older houses with character, and bungalow-style homes, but having updated bathrooms and kitchens and flooring is important. And this one is updated nicely. I like it. Good size, tall ceilings. Excellent. I am in love. It doesn't look like these fireplaces are functional anymore, but they're still there. They kind of add to the charm and to the whole vibe. And I know you'll probably think, what vibe? It's not something that you can touch and see, right? You have to feel it. So I encourage you, visit a place to get your own idea and what you feel like about the area, the place, the neighborhood, the house. I do my best to kind of show you what it can look like. I like the fact that this kitchen is pretty good sized kitchen. It's got tall countertops. And sometimes it's hard to tell from the photos or from other videos unless somebody points it out. Some of these older houses, for some reason, have shorter cabinets and shorter countertops. And if you're a taller person, or even if you're just a regular person like me, I'm 5'8"-ish, it's hard to cut your vegetables when it's low. But this one is pretty high. Nice tall cabinets, lots of storage space in this kitchen. And I love the floor. It's very 1925 vibe, I would say. Again, it's probably hard to tell from the photos or the videos, but some of these doors and doorways are not your, 2024 size doors. Like, for example, this door frame is pretty small. It's pretty tight. So if you're gonna try to bring a big piece of furniture up this staircase, probably not gonna happen here. But this is the second floor. Squeaky floors, everything, the whole package, Wood floors continue. This looks like a primary suite. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. This is the world's longest closet. Good use of space. I mean, you can have all kinds of storage here. See, like, I'm 5'8". I have to do this. Nice little bright room for, studio, office, playroom. And we are back to the landing. And bathroom with a window. My God, love that. Take your shower, look out the window. Say hi to neighbors. All right, the next house is about 6 minutes from the first house on Brevard Road that is right off of Haywood Road. That's the main artery of West Asheville. And on the way there, you'll see, or you walk by, places like Dobra Tea. That is a tea place. They have 100 different teas. You can sit and relax. They have a lot of gluten-free snacks and pastries. Then you have Jargon Restaurant, the Hop Ice Cream Store, one of the best local ice cream stores, Loud Cars, bunch of other places, including, of course, CBD Place, toy stores, Biscuit Head, that's right on the corner. And listen, Biscuit Head used to be my absolute favorite breakfast place until I went gluten-free. And let me tell you, gluten-free biscuits are not as good, not nearly as good. So I just avoid that place because it makes me sad. Oh, this store is super cool. Local store with all kinds of local things that you can pick up for maybe gifts, souvenirs. This is where I sometimes get some of the closing gifts for our clients. And right around the corner is Brevard Road, right here. And Biscuit Head is another very popular place with not only locals, but tourists. It's another place where if you're not first, you last. But luckily, the line goes pretty quickly because people order at the counter and they sit and it goes pretty quickly. It's trouble though. So, I would say West Asheville is this very eclectic blend of new and old, fabulous and rundown. It's very eclectic. That's the best I can put it. More very typical homes of West Asheville, like this one, bungalow style. Very cute, renovated, brought up to speed. A lot of them, not all of them. We're definitely gonna get our steps in, and we're gonna need to cross the road because this is the house. Nice curb appeal, black and white exterior. One-story house, 3-2, built in 1929. Everything is on one level. Look at this cute porch. You can just sit here and watch people walk by, traffic, drive by. Anybody knows why the ceiling of this front porch is blue? Put it in the comments if you do. But you see it a lot, especially in older homes, kind of like this, or older farm-style homes. All right, let's go in. About 1,300 square foot house. This older home also looks like original wood floors. So that definitely adds to the character. Some original features like this fixtures and light switches and things like that. Non-functional fireplace, but it's still there, so that adds to the character. Not your open floor plan, but it flows pretty nicely from this pretty big, good-sized living room into this dining room. It may not have been a dining room. In older homes, you just, outside of bedrooms and the kitchen, you have to almost approach them as use these rooms the way you want them to use now, not necessarily the way they used to be, 100 years ago. So like this dining area flows into what looks like maybe butler's pantry, which who has butlers anymore? I don't know. But this is what it is. It can be office, it can be breakfast nook, although it's not your open floor plan again. And into this kitchen with some windows. And do these glass windows look like original windows? I think they are. You can see that they are not even, I wonder if there's the kind of windows, the glass that still has lead in them. That would be cool. But the kitchen itself has been updated. Butcher block counters, nice new cabinets, white, pretty tall, has a good amount of kitchen storage. I would add little pulls or handles, but other than that, stainless steel appliances and your entrance to the back deck. I wish they never painted this nice feature of 1929. Look at this. I see a squirrel there. Let's go chase it. Just kidding. But from here, you have access to this, what looks like an oversized deck that was definitely added to this house, because this is your original little porch, little deck, and this is what they added on. And oh my God, I did not expect that. You're basically looking into the woods. You're not looking into somebody's yard, although you do have neighbors on each side, but here you're looking in the woods, and outside the traffic noise, you can hear the birds. Actually feels very peaceful. Wow, I'm surprised. Before I show you the bedrooms, I want to show you an example of how, a room or a space in an older home is converted into something that we expect to have in modern homes, in newer homes. I guarantee you that this particular room was not your bathroom / laundry room combined 100 years ago, but that's just what they did now. Stackable washer and dryer, updated, nice looking shower, and the world's cutest and smallest sink. Look at this. And I love how light this living room is. The windows are on every wall. Now they all appear to be original windows, so they definitely add to the character. Keep in mind, character does not always come with energy efficiency, so there's pros and cons to that, right? But you can't really expect to have everything in a house that is jam-packed with character and the features of that era, 100-year-old houses, and have, all the modern amenities. Although this bathroom, check this out. This is golden. Literally, almost. Look. I love it. I love it. They made great use of space. I'm sure, it wasn't like that when this house was originally built, but now it has this nice updated shower, a window to say hi to the neighbors, or not. Two sinks. Not every new house has 2 sinks, and this one does. And not your regular sinks, but this. And 2 bedrooms off of this hallway. They're pretty good size, actually. Closets are not your, gigantic closets that we're used to in new homes these days, but these are closets. You can also have some, probably a dresser or something like this in this room. I also love in this particular house how they updated pretty much all light fixtures. So it again makes it a perfect blend of old and new, modern and something with character. And it is not uncommon to have houses like this where you have bedrooms and they have multiple doors that are not all closets. in this particular case, this door takes you back into this little hallway. There's a dining room, and then there's this area right here. Is your door to the basement that actually does not look very dark and dingy, but kind of looks light. It's probably a walkout basement. We'll go there later. But from here, you can get to, wow, light-filled primary bedroom. This is almost blinding. Look at this. It's primary bedroom, not in the traditional modern sense, because it's not a suite. This is just a closet. It's a walk-in closet, but it's not a bathroom, which is what a lot of people expect in new modern homes. But, you know, king-size bed, lots of light, say hi to neighbors. So a lot of people ask me, most of our houses, or a lot of our houses, are on basements as foundation, and of course these older houses are no exception. This is kind of tight. They made it look somewhat like a living space. I don't think it's a heated space, so you can't count this towards the total square footage. But look, you know, in summertime, right now, you can head out here. You can make it into playroom, whatever you want, a hobby room. But yeah, it's a nice and dry basement, which is crucial, which is super important. Not just older homes, any kind of home. Your basement must be nice and dry. And this one, you know, appears to be nice and dry, doesn't smell like anything, and that is good. If you want to check out our reviews on Google from people mostly like you who found us on this channel, contacted us, and now live happily ever after in Western North Carolina, check them out, see what others have to say, what it's like working with us. And if you, again, need help relocating to the West Asheville, to any kind of other part of Asheville, if you need to decide, if you need help deciding whether or not this area is even the right fit for you, our contact information is down in the description. Schedule your call, consultation. It's absolutely free, no obligations. And I will catch you on the next one. West Asheville, the West Asheville was among the luckiest parts of Western North Carolina in general, Asheville in particular. Both properties still standing. There was absolutely no damage done. There was no flooding here in the West Asheville because it sits quite a bit higher. River R District, the lower portion of River R District that is kind of across the bridge and down below was completely flooded. Everything was damaged. Some things completely destroyed. Up here, some, damage from fallen trees in some parts of, this neighborhood, but overall, everything is okay. And by okay, I mean, for the most part, everyone is safe, nothing was damaged. Businesses are not working, not open because there's still no water, but this is minor in the grand scheme of things. We'll keep you updated on what it's like to live here in the Asheville area before and after the hurricane, and I guess our lives are now going to be forever changed and forever going to be before and after Helene.